large amounts of heroin to Adelaide. Police believe if they could solve the case of their mysterious disappearance, it could help them catch some of the Mr. Bigs of the drug world.
The Atlantic building on the Anzac Highway at Glenelg. Probably best known by most people for its revolving restaurant, it was also the home of Roy and Sonia Naylor, who rented an apartment there. Sometime in late June or early July 1984, the Naylors vanished. To this day, their disappearance remains a mystery which Adelaide police have been unable to solve. Originally from England, Roy was a musician by trade. Sonia was a barmaid. The two had been married just 2 months before their disappearance. Roy was on bail for a number of charges relating to the supply of heroin and possession of heroin for the purposes of sale. He was due to appear in court in June 1984, along with a man called Bruce Douglas Sandery, who was on similar charges.
However, police feel Reed's story is plausible, and no trace of the Naylors has ever been found, unlike Bruce Sandery. 4 years after he and Reed drove the Naylors to the airport in Adelaide, he was gunned down in a Sydney street.
Sandery had only been living in Sydney for a few weeks before his murder. In February 1988, he'd been released on parole from Adelaide's Yatala jail after serving 2.5 years of a 5-year sentence for possessing heroin for trade. 2 months later, he was gunned down as he walked along the street. The neighbours heard shots and saw Sandery's body being bundled into the back of a white van by 3 men, all wearing shorts and T-shirts. The van then sped away with the headlights off.
Quick, call the police!
When detectives arrived on the scene, they found spent .32 caliber cartridges, a pocket calculator, a black shoe, a peaked baseball cap, and a pool of blood in the gutter. The presence of the calculator reinforced suspicion that Sandery was murdered after a dispute involving a drugs deal.
Yeah, let's go. Come on, nothing. Move.
Initially, police didn't know who'd been shot. Sandery was reported missing 2 days later, but without a body, they couldn't be sure it was he.
Move it.